Are you completely exhausted by staring at glowing screens all day long? What if I told you the biggest technological leap of this decade will not have a screen at all? In fact, it is something you will wear that is practically invisible. Welcome back to TechVibe. Today, we are diving deep into one of the most highly guarded secrets over at Cupertino, the much-anticipated Apple Smart Ring. For years, Apple has been quietly sitting on the sidelines, letting competitors like Oura and Samsung test the waters. But recent leaks, supply chain rumors, and newly uncovered patents reveal that Apple's master plan is finally coming together. This is not just going to be another basic fitness tracker. It is an invisible controller for your entire Apple ecosystem. If you are tired of daily charging anxiety and your smartwatch constantly buzzing your wrist, you need to hear what Apple is building. Will the Apple Ring actually replace the Apple Watch? How much is it going to drain your wallet? And most importantly, is it truly launching in 2026? Stick around until the very end, because the leaked price tag might genuinely surprise you, and it could change how you think about wearable tech forever. Let us cut right to the chase. Is the Apple Ring actually happening, or is this just another tech myth? The rumors surrounding the Apple Ring have been an absolute roller coaster recently. On one hand, you have top industry insiders like Mark Gurman who have suggested Apple might have paused or even scrapped the project entirely. But wait, before you get disappointed, the plot thickens. Just days after those claims surfaced, CSS Insight's chief analyst, Ben Wood, completely contradicted that report, firmly stating that Apple is heavily invested in releasing this device by 2026 to solidify their legacy in health technology. And if you look at Apple's actual paper trail, the evidence is undeniably strong. Apple has been aggressively filing a massive mountain of patents specifically revolving around a smart ring wearable. We are talking about advanced biometric sensors, ultra-wideband technology, and next-generation gesture recognition. Why spend millions on research and development if you are not planning to absolutely crush the market? Samsung has already launched the Galaxy Ring, and Oura is currently dominating the space. Apple rarely likes to be the first to a product category. They prefer to wait, refine, and be the absolute best. And what they are cooking up behind closed doors is designed to make the competition look like early prototypes. Let us talk about the design and what this actually means for your daily life. The single biggest complaint about the Apple Watch is the battery life. You have to charge it every single day, and frankly, having another glowing, distracting screen strapped to your wrist can feel overwhelming. The Apple Ring completely flips the script on how we wear technology. It is the ultimate invisible tech. According to supply chain leaks, we are looking at a sleek, minimalist ring likely crafted from aerospace-grade titanium or high-end surgical stainless steel. It is purposefully designed to be ultra-durable, hypoallergenic, and something you put on your finger and completely forget about. And because there is no power-hungry OLED screen draining the battery, the Apple Ring is expected to boast a massive 7 to 10 days of battery life. Imagine tracking your sleep, your daily workouts, and your heart rate for over a week without even thinking about reaching for a proprietary charger. It is not just a piece of technology, it is a high-end, luxury piece of jewelry that silently works in the background of your life. But here is where the Apple Ring goes from a cool health tracker to an absolute, undisputed game-changer. We need to talk about the integration with the Apple ecosystem. Apple's biggest strength has always been how flawlessly its devices talk to each other, and the Apple Ring is positioning itself to be the ultimate universal remote for your digital life. Rumors and specific patent filings point heavily towards sci-fi level gesture controls. Imagine you are wearing your Apple Vision Pro, or simply sitting in front of your Mac or Apple TV. Instead of reaching for a mouse, finding a remote, or pulling out your iPhone, you just flick your finger. A subtle pinch in the air to pause your music, a swipe of the hand to scroll through a web page, or a double tap of your fingers to instantly answer a phone call. It sounds like magic, but the technology is already here. Apple introduced a basic version of this with the double tap feature on the Apple Watch, but the Ring takes it to a whole new level of precision and subtlety. Furthermore, the expected inclusion of an ultra-wideband chip means the Ring will be fully integrated into the Find My network. If you lose your Ring, your iPhone will point you directly to it with absolute, down-to-the-inch precision. But it works the other way, too. You could potentially use the ring's built-in haptic feedback, a subtle vibration directly on your finger, to guide you toward your lost keys, your wallet, or your phone. Now, let us get into the core health features, because this is exactly where the Apple Ring threatens to make the Apple Watch obsolete for a massive chunk of users. Wrist-based wearables are great, but science shows that the finger is actually a vastly superior place to measure biometric data. The skin on the inside of your finger is incredibly thin, and the blood vessels are much closer to the surface, which allows for astonishingly accurate readings. We are talking about highly precise continuous heart rate monitoring, advanced blood oxygen tracking, and sensitive skin temperature sensors that detect changes before you even feel sick. But the absolute killer feature here is sleep tracking. Let us be completely honest, wearing a bulky, heavy Apple Watch to bed is incredibly uncomfortable for most people. A slim, lightweight titanium ring, on the other hand, is absolutely perfect for nighttime wear. The Apple Ring is expected to provide incredibly detailed sleep readiness scores, flawlessly tracking your deep sleep, your REM cycles, and your nighttime breathing rates with a level of accuracy that consumer tech has rarely ever seen. By moving the sensors to your finger, Apple is unlocking a treasure trove of precise medical data without the burden of a heavy watch face. So, this brings us to the million-dollar question: when can you actually get your hands on it, and how much is it going to drain your bank account? Let us talk about the timeline first. While some overly optimistic early rumors pointed to a 2025 release, the most reliable industry analysts and supply chain experts agree that 2026 is the year of the Apple Ring. It is highly likely that Apple will officially unveil this device alongside the iPhone 18 lineup in September 2026. This timeline gives their engineering team exactly enough time to perfect the gesture technology and ensure it absolutely dominates both the Samsung Galaxy Ring and the current Oura Ring. As for the price? Get ready for this, because it is brilliant. The leaks heavily suggest Apple is actually going to be incredibly competitive. We are expecting the Apple Ring to launch with a price tag sitting right between $299 and $349. This puts it directly in line with the Oura Ring 4 and significantly undercuts the higher-end Apple Watches. It is a calculated, genius move by Apple. By pricing it right around $300, they turn it into an impulse buy for millions of iPhone users who desperately want Apple's legendary health tracking but absolutely hate wearing traditional watches. The only real mystery left is whether Apple will require a monthly subscription for the premium health data, similar to what Oura does, or if they will keep all your health metrics completely free, just like they do with the Apple Watch. The wearable technology landscape is about to experience a massive, unprecedented earthquake. The era of staring at tiny screens and charging your watch every single night is rapidly coming to an end, and the era of invisible, seamless technology is just beginning. But I want to hear directly from you. Are you finally going to ditch your bulky smartwatch and switch to the sleek, screenless Apple Ring, or is a device without a display a complete deal-breaker for your daily routine? Drop your honest thoughts in the comments down below, because I read every single one of them. If you love staying completely ahead of the curve and getting the absolute earliest leaks on the biggest tech releases in the world, make sure you smash that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell right now. You absolutely do not want to miss the massive, exclusive updates we have coming on the iPhone 18 and the future of Apple wearables. Thanks for hanging out and geeking out with us today on TechVibe. Stay innovative, stay curious. And we will catch you in the next one.